Welcome to the Nail Engineer, and this is the first tutorial that I have filmed since my taco got smashed. So yeah, I can't believe it, but baby Frank is already 6 months old and has basically been swinging off my tits about 20 hours a day since he was born. So we've had various different complications and challenges, but you know, we've got over most of them, and hopefully soon life will return to normal and I might get more than 2 or 3 hours sleep per night. Here's hoping. Anyway, today's tute. I was really surprised. My cousin got married recently and I'd promised his bridie that I would do her nails, and her accent colour for the wedding was teal, and she really loves mineral stone and gemstone nails. She really likes a geode. So she likes all of this stuff, and so I said I would design her something like especially for her. Now, unfortunately, the colour doesn't come off great on camera for these. I was so surprised. All I did was post the pops. You know, like you work so hard on some manis and you get like kind of, you know, 40 likes or whatever, or sometimes 10 likes. And then you just post these pops that it took you 5 minutes to do. And everyone's like, oh my god, these are amazeballs, and can you do a tute? So yeah, it's Christmas time as well, but I've had very Christmassy nails, or pretty Christmassy nails, for the last few years. So I figured this year I'd just have something for me, since, you know, I'm on maternity leave. So anyway, I can't quite get the colour to come across on camera, but I will include some stills so that you can see. It's coming off very blue, but this is like really a very kind of green toned teal. And for this look, basically what I'm wearing is a variation, a rose gold variation on that. But for this look, I use exactly the same kind of techniques, with the exception that in this mani I haven't used a metallic colour in there. But I used 4 Madam Glam polishes, which are Evening Teal, that's the base colour, Minty Glam, which is a 1-step, and so it disperses really nicely without doing anything further to it. Most of the Madam Glam 1-steps are a bit pissy, but that's a good thing because it means that they do like disperse, so you don't have to add anything to them to get them to like sharm out, which is what this technique is, wet on wet. You'll see as we go along. Anyway, I also put a bit of Irresistible in there, which has got a tiny little bit of sparkle. And for the veins, I used undiluted Treat Me Like Fire, which is one of Madam Glam's fairly opaque glitter polishes. Some of their glitter polishes are really pissy. Anyway, for this look, not only will I be showing you how to make this opal and marble or agate geode using these colours. Again, Madam Glam base colour is light ruby with a bit of Back to Cali and some Gel Bottle ink Daisy, and you'll see as we go through that I've got 2 rows of colours that I'm using, undiluted and diluted. The diluted are done with Nailing Pissy Top Coat, which makes it all spread out, and that's when I want the colour to disperse, like on here for example. The undiluted are for when I want a fairly crisp line to remain visible, like here. So that's that stuff. Also, you will want a stamper. Well, will you or won't you? I don't know. I'm not sure whether this actually added anything to the proceedings, but I used Moira Stamping Plate 27 Dreamology for this pattern here, which you might remember from my Bon Jovi ombre video, which was also a hairspray marbling hack. I actually stamped this over. You can probably just see these few little bits of metallic? That is clear jelly stamper, and of course I use their XL Big Bling stamper, which is my go-to stamper. This is number 41 Sweet Baby Rose, and I stamped it over just to give me a guideline for which area I was going to leave kind of blank, because I could go around the lines, and 2, to just add a little bit of interest to this opal centre. But you know, you could do it without. As you can see, the original pops didn't have these like little veins in the middle, and were much more kind of concentrated on this kind of marbling technique around the outside. So it's completely up to you. Make it your own. So other things that you will need, I used in this instance, I used Arctic Seal Glitterati micro mylar flakes, because I wanted to have like a warm red kind of highlight on this to go with the rose gold. Now on this one I used narwhal, which you can see gives off a much more kind of jadey kind of colour, and I'll also include some footage of all of the Glitterati flakes with white builder over them, because that's the final thing that you need, and that's what makes the magic happen. You might have seen my other I've done a couple of opal tutes where basically we're encapsulating in clear the micro mylar flake and then going over with some kind of semi-opaque mixture of white and other colours to kind of suppress the colours coming through. Well, this is a hack and a half if you love the opal look, because the slight kind of transparency of a thin layer of this builder is absolutely perfect to just get in one hit that opal look without having to put on flakes, cure it, and then encapsulate and cure it, then file it, then paint over, mix something up and then paint over it. No. You can just put a thin layer of this, sprinkle, cure, and then encapsulate with another thin layer of this. Or you can do what I'm doing in this video, which is like the mega hack. Mix it up. Just put some flakes with some of this, it'll level out itself, then you've got minimal encapsulation to do, really just to provide a buffer for when you're kind of filing and refining, and it's so quick and easy. So the final thing is, OMG, how gorgeous does this chrome look? That's because it's not just chrome. I actually applied Glitterati Nails Rose Gold. It's mirrored rose gold pigment, which I'll put a link for in the box below. And then I went over that with no wipe, did a couple of nails at a time to prevent frosting, and then went over with Unichrome pigment. The one I used is actually a dupe of Glitterati Fairy Magic, because the Christmas fairies have not yet brought me fairy magic, but a friend of mine actually has it. I bought a bunch of pigments from Born Pretty and compared and contrasted, and this one is I think it's NH05 it's called. Sorry, NH08. There it is. There's the stock code 40447-7, which is NH08 on the picture. And it's a complete dupe, that like they're the same thing. The only difference is that the Born Pretty stuff is way cheaper. However, you get it in a tiny little quantity. So there's Unicorn Magic, and basically you get a full container of that. This looks bigger. The inner container is the same size as this, and what you actually get, bear in mind I've used some of this, it's just like a little bit in the bottom. Like I think the bottom was just covered by maybe a couple of mil. So although it is cheaper, gram for gram, actually Glitterati is the better value option. So when I run out of this, I will certainly, if the birthday or Christmas fairies haven't brought me some fairy magic, I will certainly be getting myself some. So anyway, I think that's enough intro. Here's the footage of me actually doing this look, and I hope you enjoy it.
when I feel that heat, and we gonna ride boogie. Shout that beat of
So here are the finished nails, and yes, my eczema is so bad at the minute. Like, not just because I'm washing my hands all of the time because I've got a teeny tiny baby, but also because I've had 3 lots of lurgy back to back, and basically I get like 0 sleep, and I've had 0 sleep for 6 months now. So the good news is that I've lost quite a bit of weight, which is nice. The bad news is that I'm really run down, hence my presence on social media has been quite limited. Hopefully things are going to start getting more on an even keel now. Frank's reflux has settled down. Hopefully we're going to get a handle on his eczema as well, so that he can start sleeping a bit more, so that I can start sleeping a bit more, and so that I can get more time to spend with you lovelies. Anyway, there they are. Opal Geode, marble, agate, whatever you want to call them, nails, with rose gold Unichrome as well, or double chrome, or Überchrome. I hope that you found this tute useful. You'll see when I finally get my already shot but not yet edited marble nails, it's Marble Freeway. When I get that one out, you'll see that it's just the same technique. It's all the same techniques, in fact. And this is so similar also to my negative space Agate Geode tute, which I'll also put a link for below. It's all the same shit. You just gotta kind of use your imagination, change up the colours, change up the layout a bit, and before you know it, you've got something new that people are really digging. So, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time.